Hey AfterBuzzers, thank you so much for tuning in to another Scream Queens after show here at AfterBuzz TV. Tonight we're breaking down Season 2, Episode 4, called Halloween Blues. Well, there's a lot of things to talk about tonight. Let's just say that. It's so funny, and we're going to be super funny, hopefully. So please stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, AfterBuzzers again, and thank you all so much for tuning in to our Scream Queens after show here at AfterBuzz TV. I'm your host, Sam Davidson, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at SamD43. As you can tell, it's hard for me to not laugh and mess up my words around these two lovely people. So please introduce yourselves and let us know where we can find you on Twitter. Starting out with you, Becca B.
Oh, starting with me. Hi, I'm Becca Brown, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Becca B Talks TV.
And you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mr. Dakota T. Jones.
And we have Becca in the live chat,
Yes.
right? We're going to be shouting you guys out as much as we can. We had so much fun the last couple weeks doing that. So
Yes.
give us your theories, your favorite quotes, your favorite scenes, and we'll talk about it. And, of
Yeah.
course, use the hashtag ABTV Scream Queens. Talk to us. We love chatting about the show. So, by the way, Renee Ariel couldn't be here this week. She'll be here next week. Love her dearly. We're hoping she'll pop up in the chat, possibly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if she does...
Oh, she is in the chat.
Oh, cool. What's
Hi,
up?
Renee.
Hey, Renee. Renee's in
hey.
Massachusetts. Blah, blah, blah. So,
Yeah, she left me
I know, she did.
with like these two crazies. No,
You know what's crazy is we, us three are the Shadowhunters panel. That was our first panel together.
Yeah.
And this was the room that we primarily shot in for the whole
was.
season. So it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Call it the OG crew over here.
Yeah.
It's like Mama and her babies.
Yes.
This is true.
It's so true. But we do miss you, Renee.
Yeah, but we love Renee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Renee is the fourth person to our lovely square, so we will be
Yes.
excited to have her back. What did we think of this week?
Wow, I thought, honestly, this week was amazing, and I actually liked it better than last week. I didn't think we could top last week, but I think that just the suspense on this one and people who are actually being maybe murdered / killed, we don't really know, that we're close to. It's like the main core cast that's getting attacked now. Makes it more interesting and keeps us on our toes. What about you, Becca?
Chanel absolutely had me dying. Like, just like Chanel.
Emma Roberts.
Yeah, Emma
Chanel.
Roberts. She had me dying, and that video that we'll get into
Oh,
later.
yeah.
the-
Well, they
Of
did it
her
last year.
fans.
Chanel-oween.
For Chanel-oween. I love Chanel-oween.
I really want to know how they shot that. Like, I really want to know if they got fans from the show and said, hey, submit why you love the show, and we might feature you. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like we would know if
I
they
missed
did
that
that, and like one of
opportunity
you
then,
two
yeah.
would have gotten on.
it would have
Yeah.
been Becca. She gets all these crazy things. Like, she was like at or she was at Warner Brothers the other day
Yeah.
on set with Pretty Little Liars. Like, she has the in the Hollywood business here.
She really does.
I mean, this one too.
and I'm just what?
And that one.
The green meanie. That's right. Don't
green
want to
meanie.
piss me
Yeah,
off.
everyone watch out for Sam.
True story. Well, let's talk about Chad. See, I was in denial. I was
Yeah.
thinking that Chad was pulling a Boone because, like, Boone was his best friend, and he'd think it'd be cool to do the same thing because it was so crazy. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
newsflash.
Yeah, I honestly thought that you were right. Like, he was pulling a Boone, like we talked about last week. But after the whole Ouija board situation, it's kind of hard to fake that, you know, like for it to be. I think they made it very clear that he was dead because they were switching between Denise and then Chad and Denise's clothing, and then Chad. Like, it was very clear that he's dead, and that really broke my heart because he's like one of the main core characters that we just love seeing because he's super inappropriate, super hilarious, and underneath
super
all of that
rich.
cockiness, he has a heart. You know?
Well, he has something underneath all of that, as we saw through
He
his
does.
dead body.
And Denise copped a feel or two.
Oh.
She did. True that.
No, I was thinking he was dead because he fell through a ceiling. But I mean, in these shows, you never really know, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's true.
Well, they have this. They had the same like kind of cut around Boone's neck that they did last year with like the blood around the neck.
That's
so,
He
true.
just-
I
Boone
was
just peeled it
thinking,
off.
Like the fate.
But because they use the spirit board, which they used for Chanel number 2 last year, aka Ariana Grande. So I think that means he's really dead because I'm pretty sure number 2 is Dunzo as well.
Yeah.
And it's also probably like a sponsor setup for that movie coming out.
Well, I don't know because they didn't say it.
They didn't say
They
it.
didn't.
You know
during the
what?
episode, which surprised me.
I actually was in the background, Ouija too.
Of course you were.
And there's a few shots that I think you can really see me that it'll be like me and one of the main characters. Like, so hopefully, I'm
Fun
You guys,
fact.
Green Meanie over
I'm,
here. He's always in the background.
I'm in
He's
the background creeping always. It's like, where's Waldo?
I'm pretty sure he's the villain in the new. I don't know how to say the name of the.
I signed a bunch of
I know that
confidentiality
thing.
forms, so I can't say, but that's all I'm gonna say.
Well,
That's my
Dakota
prediction
T.
about that
Jones
movie.
does have a lot of good stuff coming up, so you never know
never
what
know.
he's doing. Let's talk about Chad and Denise. One of my favorite
Denise.
love stories.
I want to know what you thought about all their little scenes together, the flashbacks.
Oh my god. I loved it
Sums it up.
so much. I wish they would have had their own spin-off. And I love that he came through her to communicate with the spirit board, and because it's like you see Chad in the wig and then you see Denise being possessed, but then you also just see Chad, and it's like all these 3 things coming in and out, and it cracked me up. I knew, you know, the end of last season in the finale we see their like breakup, and it's so funny, they're both so heartbroken. That scene is one of the best scenes of Scream Queens ever with the 2 of them.
Agreed.
I liked her face-offs with Hester this episode. Denise's.
I thought she was an amazing actress in the first season. I think she's gotten even 10 times better. She's my new favorite character on Scream Queens, 110%.
Niecy Nash, man, she's the best.
Oh, I love her.
She really
But-
is. Please let us know what you guys think in the comments,
Yeah.
because and chat, because I am totally obsessed with Denise and Chad. Chanice, let's just call them that.
Shanice, love it.
Chanice.
I'm obsessed with Denise saying Shayday,
Yeah.
Zayday Williams. That was my favorite. One of my favorite lines.
So we had some interesting theories the past couple weeks. We had Zayday, Denise. How are we feeling about them currently?
You know, after last week, I was like so heart set on Denise being the killer.
Me too.
And I feel like after tonight, that might be kind of hard, right? To still
Yeah.
have that theory. But it was kind of different how I'm never one to blame Zayday, but she was the one who came in and interrupted right whenever Chad was getting ready to tell who the killer was.
I think that was a huge tell. Maybe I am being like stupid and that's what they want us to think, but for me that was big because she interrupted right as Chad was going to tell.
Yeah.
And he said, "You'd never guess who it would be. It'd be so, you know, inconspicuous. I would have never thought it'd be this person." But I think that there's at least 2 killers, probably 3, maybe 4.
Yeah. Who is
Hester
your
still.
biggest? Yeah, we know that she's involved. Who do you
cray-cray.
think your biggest thing is for like the Green Meanie himself? Who do you guys suspect?
But is the Green Meanie one person, or is it different people wearing the same costumes kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, that's true. But I definitely know that it could be multiples because the Red Devil last year was super like a ton of people, so it could be multiple
Yeah.
people. But I'm thinking my main suspect is probably. I mean, I don't want to say Dr. Brock because it's so obvious, but like
Dr. Hot, yeah.
either him or you know what? We haven't really seen much of Cassidy
That's
Cascade
what I was
recently.
gonna say.
He's a vampire, okay? He's just keeping to himself. He's dead and he's figuring it out.
Yep.
You know, like, but something came to my mind actually, which had never come to my mind before. Number 3. Yeah, she's creepy, so it's pretty obvious, but you know, maybe she's schizo.
Well, like, and I would never suspect her, I guess, kind of.
Are you saying that
really surprised.
you think it might be Cassidy Cascade in cahoots with Chanel number 3?
I don't know.
Because that could work when you really think about it. Like, because he's kind of creepy.
Speaking of which,
He's kind of creepy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it
Yeah.
could be them together because she said something like, "Oh, I'm dead inside. Maybe we could like be together." You know what I'm saying?
You guys much. I said munch. Oh, you know what? I think I just had a Freudian slip. Munch watch. I meant to say muff watch, but I said munch watch.
Maybe we need to
works.
watch both of them.
It
Yeah,
works.
so I promised you guys I'm going to be coming in and out of here with muffs, and I might get a few more before the season's over. What'd they say,
Yes.
Becca?
What are they saying
Well,
right now?
We keep forgetting about like Kirstie Alley's character because she hasn't really been in the past 2 episodes, and I feel like she's one of my main suspects.
Here,
at
Becca,
the
pull the
point.
computer over so Dakota can see it too.
I want to see what people are saying here in the chat.
Let's bring
No,
this
not
all up because
allowed.
I'm not getting any service on mine. So let's pull this all together.
Yeah, let's see.
Yes, teamwork.
People are saying that. Hold on, scroll down a little bit. People are saying that they think it is Dr. Holt, Nurse Hoffel, and Zayde, all 3 together. That was Dre Green saying that. I think that is a good theory because when you really think about it, we haven't seen Nurse Hoffel in a long time.
Yeah, and
like you said.
Oh, she's definitely
She's involved.
she is involved 100%.
Ashman.
100%. Who was it last season? The name of the character that was the head of the 3. I'm blanking.
Oh,
Do you remember Dakota?
we mentioned it
No.
last week.
Yeah, we did.
Gigi.
Wait.
Of course, Gigi.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. So, Kirstie Alley, Hoffel's character, we've mentioned this before. It's probably going to be a Gigi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
or
who is she in the past? What does she have to do with the past?
Or maybe Munch is like a Gigi of this episode of this episode of the season, and she knows that Hoffel is involved in all this
Let's talk
I'm
a
pretty
little
sure
bit
she
about
does.
the Munch. I would like to talk about Munch.
Yeah.
Because
Sketch.
she was sketch last season
Mm-hmm.
a lot, but
She was sketched tonight.
really sketch. So she's been banging Mr. Hot, Dr. Hot. Sorry.
Do you think that they
Dr.
really
Hot.
have, or was that just the alibi?
Alibi.
I think Munch has a fantastic sex drive and somehow is able to attract. I mean, listen, there was Chad,
Yeah.
and there was Grace's dad, Oliver
Yeah.
Hudson.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Which, again, I think those characters, Grace and her father are going to play a part. We're not stupid. The writing isn't stupid,
Mm-hmm.
so it's going to be brought up again, at least what happened to them. But
I hope so, because that would be kind of a cheat to not know what happened beyond that point. They were literally the core of last season, and the fact that they just have not even mentioned them once is kind of just really weird.
yeah, it's if they would have died, that's fine.
Right.
But they didn't. They made it out alive, and Dean Munch went off with Grace's dad.
Yeah, I want to know what happened.
Yeah, and I think we will know what happened, but I think Munch for sure is being shady.
I think so, and Izzy Wyatt is saying that Munch is definitely sketchy. Definitely agree with you, Izzy. I think that she's kind of the character that we've always kind of trusted, because she's not really killed many people except for her husband, which was that was a very...
Well, it's like sign number 1. Hello,
Yeah.
red flag number 1 for a killer. Oh, we're just gonna.
And
kill.
she's so about let's cover everything up. We're covering everything up. You know what I'm saying? It has to somehow...
Do you think that they would? This is kind of far fetched, I feel like, but do you think that they would ever make Grace's dad the killer of the season?
Yeah,
I think that they could, but...
I would love if Oliver Hudson came back in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I'm a big fan.
That'd be interesting.
As much as a fan of Dean Munch is of his, I'm on that level.
Yes.
Oh, me too.
Is there any chance that it could have been Is there any chance it could have been... He could have been the kid or no? Because there was a kid
No.
reveal last
The kid
year.
basically has to be between 28 and 30.
Okay.
I believe. And that's what they said last week, that Chad kind of fits that bill because he got held back so many times.
Yeah. Poor kid.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. Let's talk about Chanel-Louine like we talked about at the
Yes.
beginning. She was angrier this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
She was bluer this year.
yeah, it was a little and poorer. Yes.
And
More poor.
poorer.
Poorer. Did I? Yeah. More poor.
Who are you? Okay, out of anyone, not just the show, who are you the biggest fan of? As far as a role model, someone in a celebrity that you love so much.
I honestly the first week second week we did a something marry or kill for the 3 Chanels, and I just can't decide.
Or I mean, any celebrity in the entire world.
In the whole world?
Yeah.
Who do I love?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a big one. Well, a funny story is that since I was a little girl, Kirstie Alley and John Travolta from Look Who's Talking
Yeah.
were my two favorite celebrities
I love
for
Kirstie
a
Alley.
very, very long time.
So what would you do if Kirstie Alley sent you a box of like random guts or pus or
I
something?
wasn't
like,
sure where this was going.
I know.
Yeah.
But would you be like, oh my gosh, like Kirstie Alley sent this to me?
I would be like, she's lost it and is trying to kill me. This is disgusting.
Those girls in the videos were just so happy that Chanel was like.
Well, that's like the thing, because I really do think it is a spin off of Taylor Swift, like what she does.
Yes.
Because
Oh,
she
yeah.
sends or Christmas. It's
Yep.
Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and I have
They're nice
randomly
gifts, though.
cried during some of those videos, which I'm like, what the hell is happening
I
to
know,
me?
I
And I'm
cried
like, why am I
too.
crying?
Same.
But it was super funny, and like I love seeing Chanel this way,
Mm-hmm.
and it was great. Chanel and Brock
Mm-hmm.
got some interesting interactions there. What do you
Yes.
think his intentions are for her?
Honestly, I have no clue. I don't feel like someone tampered with the little potion. I think it was all him. Why? Why? I don't know, but I do believe he is involved somehow. And just the way that he was talking, like he didn't deny killing Chad. So that was kind of a weird thing. I don't really honestly know, but I think that for some reason I feel like he is somehow involved.
I think he has split personality like Sam and the headphones and muffs going on over there.
Hey guys, sorry, I went to the bathroom. Back now.
She's back. But yeah, I really think that somehow he is involved. Whether or not he's the killer, I don't know. But I feel like in some way or another, he's being bribed by someone. Maybe Hoffel, I don't know. But I think that he's involved, definitely. You can't have a serial killer's hand and not be involved somehow.
But does he? Have a serial killer's hand? I mean, we don't know. Do we really know? And I didn't want to believe him that it was him. I thought it was too obvious, but this episode made it pretty clear that at least his intentions with Chanel are not pure because,
No.
you know, he's doing munch. And
He's
I
going behind
loved
her
how
back.
Chanel... So what did she say? She said something about, like, I keep on getting dumped for these middle-aged women, and I
Yeah.
don't understand. It was so funny, and I know there's something we're missing. Obviously, that's the point of the show. We're supposed to discover this mystery, but I'm like, Sam, you're smarter than this. Figure it out.
It's
Figure it out.
funny.
I think, what was I going to say? I think that right now with Chanel, we're seeing more rage and frustration than we've ever seen with her. I feel like it's going to drive her to do something insane. Like, I feel like this season we might get her to kill someone, honestly.
Chanel number 1.
Yeah.
No.
See, I'm feeling that. That's Chanel number 5. Making a murderer over here.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. But man, she was kind of a little bit impaled today.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
I hope she's alive because I'm sad. She's my favorite Chanel, guys.
Dre Green said Chanel had a Buffy moment tonight and it was lit. My cat's name is Buffy, so I really, really appreciate
She's literally
that
my
reference.
favorite.
Renee is chiming in saying that she feels like it's too obvious.
Well, Renee, who then? Please tell
Yeah.
us.
Please, Renee, help us out here.
Come on, Renee.
Because Renee, weirdly enough, is usually right. I hate to say that, Renee. But no,
Maybe.
on
A
a
little
lot
bit.
on a lot of the shows I've done with Renee, she calls out the unobvious choice, and we're like, "Ha, you're wrong." And then at the end, she's right. So,
Yeah.
who knows? Read what Dre Green just
Sam
said,
loves
Becca.
her cat. That's what Renee said next. Okay, maybe the killer turned on the garbage disposal because we didn't see who did it, and the killer probably gave him the new hand.
Oh, that's a really cool thing. So it's like they appointed Dr. Hot as the new killer,
True.
and he doesn't even know it. So there's part of him that is genuine. There's
Yeah,
another
split
part,
personality.
and that's like, here's my strong hand. I'm doing it again, guys, because there was a lot of you that knew what I was talking about. So thank you so much. You guys really need. I'm gonna have you over again to watch that movie.
Seriously though, we need to get together again. It's been a minute. Like it's been
It
a
has
minute
to.
since
We'll
we've all been together.
We'll do a periscope of
par-
a periscope of me, Becca, and Dakota watching Scary Movie 2 and The Strong Hand.
I'm
Because
down.
that's where the strong hand comes from.
I am so down. That would be fun. And honestly, I just thought of something. I think that Dr. Brock, right? Dr. Brock, I
Dr.
feel
Hot.
like he may not even be a part of this. I know I keep switching my views, but I feel like maybe he's not a part of it.
Ooh.
But a few of the killings have been him, and he can't control it. Like he has the hand and he kills people, but he's not a part of the main group necessarily. But he is responsible for some of the killings on his own.
Yes. And maybe Munch was in love with the serial killer that died, and then they put the hand on him, so she's just been doing to him in the meantime just for good old times, and then making him kill, and then Dr. Hot is like, what's happening?
We're just going in so many
This-
directions
yeah.
here. Wow.
This
I know.
is crazy.
I'm confused now.
This is why this show is so great. So please, guys, chime in. Let us know if you think we're insane, if you think we're onto something, or if you think there's like a bit of a shift
Yeah.
between those things.
Izzy and Dr. Green are saying that Hester said it was so obvious, though. So
Yeah.
who is it? Like, seriously, if it's so obvious, I feel like we're missing it. Like, I feel like we're thinking of all these crazy theories, but if it's so obvious, like, it's right in front of our faces. And I feel like after we know who it is, we're going to go back and watch these old episodes and
We're gonna be like,
oh my god.
that makes so much sense, yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about Hester because she, oh God, Hester. What, she was in was it Ivana or Ivanka? I'm sorry.
Ivanka.
Ivanka.
Yeah.
She was in that costume.
That was so creepy.
I'm glad that they took off the mask of that person because I think that was kind of showing like that's not the Green Meanie.
Yeah.
This is Hester. So I appreciated that it wasn't just like we have to wait and see. No, that was just Hester because she's a psycho.
Yeah.
Total
I think
psycho.
psycho is like an understatement in
I agree.
some.
Pretty
Yeah.
Pink Diamond 004. Hey, Dakota. Hey, how's it going? And then she also says, hello,
Hey,
everyone. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for tuning
Hi,
in.
Pretty Pink Diamond.
We love giving you all shout outs so much
Yeah.
if you didn't notice because we love it when you tune in live and chat with us. So please keep the chat going because we will continue to put out the conversation
Yeah.
as much as we can.
Ooh.
What's,
Theater Girl 63095 says, I'm wondering what made Hester decide to dress up as Ivanka Trump.
That is a good question. I know it was apparently like in relation to Chanel number 5 because she dressed up as Ivana, but when I really think about it,
There has to be something.
there's got to be some reason. I think a lot of people are
There's
making
a Trump.
fun.
There's a Trump.
I feel like, do you think it's because of this election and it's just they want to make Donald Trump look as awful as possible?
Like
or?
a killer.
Well,
I
that too,
guess so.
but like,
I mean,
know.
that
Maybe-
is a pretty ballsy statement for Ryan Murphy to make, but I wouldn't be surprised if
Because
that
isn't
is
like
what it was.
Ivanka the sweet innocent one, and then like you know what I'm saying? Like out of all people, they could have made it like Donald, but like they made it his daughter, which I think his daughter steered clear of a lot of controversy. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting because the mask is creepy, and I don't think it'll be the last time we see it.
no, I don't think
No,
so.
I don't think so.
So it's like Green Meanie and Ivanka Trump.
I would love to see like a Donald Trump / Hillary Clinton mask come into play eventually.
Oh God, so creepy.
I know.
I went on the Hollywood Haunted Hayride in Griffith Park the other day, and sorry for spoiler alerts. Anyone that goes, they are in there.
No.
I wouldn't get off the hayride part.
Yeah, because Becca's a child.
Yeah.
It's okay. I probably would
Yet I
not
watched
get off
this
too.
show and Scream, so.
Well, okay, so we have the costumes, and then we have the Halloween party that takes place, which is basically just don't throw a freaking party on Halloween
That's
because
literally like asking to be murdered.
But I guess they're trying to lure the killer in. Is I think the
It works.
theme behind it.
Then call like a dozen police officers or cars.
Yeah.
I love how all of a sudden there's like a bunch of people that come in who've been poisoned, and it's obviously a distraction, and the first thing that Munch says is, where's Chanel? It's like, who cares? Like, she's not gonna help in this situation right now. Didn't you think that was kind of different?
Yes. And that she just kept on begging for Chanel to continue to be there
Why?
after they poisoned her blue.
Like, there's a definite reason.
That should be like a rock song. She poisoned me blue.
Yes, that sounds like a nice little rock ballad. Like, we
Yes.
should definitely get together and write this,
Wait,
because
was she still blue by the end of this episode?
Yes, I think so.
remember, she was a Smurf.
Oh my goodness! Oh my.
Thanks for the shout out. Of course, we love talking to you guys.
Ooh, the candy. What do we call him? Candy striper?
Chamberlain.
Chamberlain.
Yeah, Chamberlain. But Jay-Z, Jazzy
To
to
you.
you says he's so random with no backstory, and we've talked about this.
Yes, I also think he is definitely a part of it.
Because he kind of got stabbed last week, but you think that's like a
Kinda.
diversion.
And before I came tonight, I rewatched last week's episode, and like right as I was walking out the door, I rewatched the scene where he got attacked in Zayday, and he very specifically said like, why are they like? He didn't want to give a he or she to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's what a killer would do, like the smart killer.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like Chad. And be like, oh my god, I know the killer, and give them a pronoun.
Yeah.
true.
Chad's just like was just delaying that answer for like 2 hours, basically.
See, I really thought before I came here when we were watching that episode, I was like, this could be Chad. It could be cool. He'd be playing dumb this whole time. Maybe him and Boone like were together.
Yes.
You know, doing something on the side. But after this one, yeah, I'm pretty sure again he's gone.
I would love to get Nick Jonas back in this show. Like, he is just like my favorite male celebrity. He's so funny. He's such a great actor, such a great singer, like all around.
So what would you do if he sent you a bunch of guts?
I would send him something saying, "Thank you so much, Nick. You're so nice."
Probably.
But honestly, if Demi Lovato sent me something like that, I would probably just like frame it
It's
or
true, guys.
preserve it. 'Cause-
What if it was like a urine bag?
okay, maybe not. Probably
Would you put it next to your bed and just be like, good night?
No, I probably would be like, Demi, what's going on, girl?
They're cray.
We are a little bit crazy, but that makes
Renee,
us fun.
help.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Becca, don't act like you're different.
yeah.
We all
Perfect.
know. We all know Becca's just the same. So we see two of our main characters possibly die. Denise and number 5. What? I don't think either of them are dead.
Really?
Nope. Mm-mm. No. I'm in denial, maybe.
Someone said that they think Denise is dead, which would be really
She
unfortunate.
looked a little more dead than
She looked
Chanel
more
number
dead
5. Yeah.
because she wasn't blinking, and because she just got electrocuted.
But then again, maybe she's just stunned and like it'll take a while for the effects to wear off.
I've been watching a lot of horror movies lately, and I keep on thinking if I were ever attacked, I would go down fast, like such a baby, and pretend I was dead,
Yes.
and be like, I would put on a performance. I
Yeah.
would be like,
I love that.
so they'd leave me alone, and then I'd save the day.
There
and
you
then
go.
you get an Academy Award because just because.
Or a Nobel Peace Prize, I mean, if it was real life.
That's true. That's true.
I mean,
That's true.
anything is possible.
She can't be dead, but I mean, it would be nice if she
Chanel
could at
can't
least be
be.
with Chad. You know, they could like have some love. And
We can get your spinoff.
Yeah.
If Denise dies and ends up in heaven, then we can get a Denise and Chad spinoff
No, that would be
in
great.
heaven.
It could be like reality show in heaven.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sylvana Dill says Chanel could have made it the best of a blue situation and dressed up as Navi from Avatar. That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
She's not smart enough. She can't sit through a movie for that long.
No,
I
that was a long
couldn't.
movie.
That was really
was.
long.
The two of you just, Jesus Christ. You 3 are just with Chanel, I mean, which is fine.
3.
You know what?
Oh.
Something that we didn't talk about was how all of the money mysteriously went to Dean Munch the day of, like he apparently called in and changed it the day of his murder.
Yeah, I mean, Dean Munch could have easily given him a nice BJ and been like, change it. I'm sorry, but this is the show. Don't be mad at me. I can
That's,
see.
I mean, accurate.
Do you know what that means,
Do you know what
Becca?
that means?
Maybe.
Here, wait, whisper it in my ear.
What?
Becca knows what it means. She's just being weird
She's
and
being
shy.
innocent. It's okay. I am too.
I was actually, me and Renee were talking about you the other day, Becca. And I
Good
was
things,
like,
I hope.
How funny would it be if Becca came out that she is just like the most promiscuous girl in the world, and she undercover is like, oh yeah, I mean, me and him totally, like, I mean, me and everybody. It would be a huge shock. It would just be like, I think that you're like the Hester.
Oh my goodness, she could be though.
Becca is the Hester, and she's like, I'm not. She's not.
She's
guys.
like, what is
That's
sex?
Dakota.
No, I seriously am innocent, 100%.
I'm not.
Sam's like, I ain't.
Whatever. I'm the Denise of the group.
I love her.
Denise.
Please, she can't be dead.
Her Quantico.
Her Quantico lines. I am Denise Enfield from Quantico. I texted my friends at Quantico and they gave me a thumbs up or whatever.
I'm just
Renee
glad
comment about that.
What did Renee say?
No, I'm telling her to comment about that because she hosts the Quantico after show.
Oh,
She
yeah.
does. I'm really glad that they finally brought like Quantico the TV show into all of this because I was like, how funny would it be if Denise Hempfield was on it?
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
not a comedy at all, by the way.
Yeah, seriously. Love it.
Dre Green says, Becca, which Hester are you?
Wait, what?
Wait,
Susan.
if I'm gonna be any crazy person, can I be Mona Vanderbilt?
No, you're Hester. It's on.
No, I want to be Mona.
Well, you're not.
Well, you're not. Suzanne Cap says, long live Hester, which is great. Don't you think she's like one of the best actresses and can play one of the most creepy roles on television right now?
I am so proud of Leah Michele. I have seen her on Broadway. I watched
She's
every
so good.
episode of Glee. And this, to me, is like my favorite Leah Michele.
Yeah.
No, this is some of her best work by far. Like, insanely great acting.
So do we think that she's involved in all of this? Or
Yes.
do we just think that she's a spectator that knows what a killer does?
She's involved.
I think she probably is. She's probably helping orchestrate it because if she knows everything, even from the asylum, she knew a lot of stuff. People have got to be coming to visit her or tell her and like, hey, this is happening. What should I do? She knows everything that happens, so she must be involved in orchestrating it somehow. But why and what her angle is, I don't know.
Ooh. Well, that too. So Silvana, I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Silvana Dill.
Yeah, that. The will has to be fake. Money is the one thing Chad was too smart about to give away.
Ooh. I think you're right. I feel like Dean Munch definitely hooked it up and was like, you know what? He's dead. Maybe she did it after the fact and was like, okay, I'm going to make some calls, do what I need to do. She's really rich, so she can find ways to get that done.
But she's
get the will
not that
changed.
rich. That
She just has a lot of
She needs
power.
his money, yeah.
She does have a lot of power, which I have never understood because she's sketchy. But she's smart. She's a businesswoman. She knows what she's doing, and she can get things done. So maybe she can rig a will. Or maybe this guy that came in with the will was in cahoots with her. Who knows?
Oh, it's so much. There is so much, you guys,
I know.
to talk about, and I'm still so confused. And it's a comedy to me. We're laughing, and I still I want to get a step ahead of it, and I feel
Yeah.
stupid. I feel stupid that I'm not. 'Cause
We
I'm
want to solve this.
I'm laughing too hard.
I feel like we're watching Pretty Little Liars because I'm always one step behind on these types of shows.
Yeah, we are. We're a little bit one step behind, and as we said, two characters. We have Down and Out.
Yep.
Don't know what's gonna happen to them.
No.
I don't think either of them are going to die. I'm just gonna say that.
I really hope
if,
not.
If any of them have to be alive, I hope it's Chanel number 5. Because, as I said,
I
a
hope it's
1,000
Denise.
times, she's my favorite.
1,000 times yes, Chanel number 5. 1,000
times.
times yes. All right, on that note, let's get into some of our favorite quotes.
Yes.
Quotes.
Go
of
first,
the
Dakota.
Episode.
Or Sam.
Okay, one of my favorite quotes was from one of Chanel's Chanel-oween fans. She was reading a note that Chanel wrote her, and it said, "You are a prime example of why euphemism should be made legal," or something along those lines. And she was like, "Thank you so much." Like, I was just like, that was an amazing line.
Yes.
Another one was when Denise says, "Shh, you stupid hoe, I ain't murdered anyone." I was like, that is so great when she told Chanel that. That was my all-time favorite line.
What about you, Becca?
Okay. One of mine was a Denise line. It was the "You think I'm scared of a giant booger" line.
yeah.
That was one of mine.
I stole it. My bad.
Love that one so much.
Can we talk about how she just whooped Green Meanie's butt?
Yeah, to me it was like, do you know them? But then she's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm just ready.
Yep.
Also, the Shade Zayde Williams line was incredible. So, and then when Chanel said, it is so unfair of you to try to kill me, number 5. That was one of my favorites.
It's so unfair to you to kill me, number 5.
I know, right?
Okay, so a couple of mine are Chad Radwell of Sound Mind and Bitchin' Body is how his
His
how
will
his
starts.
will
I loved that.
was read out, and then Chanel #1 told Chanel #5, this whole thing stinks as much as #5's Lululemons after a 2-hour workout.
That one, it was confused me for a second. I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
And then, of course, Denise, she said, it's a good thing this bathtub is filled with rose petals or else you would smell my toots.
I was like, where did that come from?
I loved that so much. I am, I have a bunch of brothers and, I'm a big potty humor fan, so that was one of my favorites.
Same, totally.
Dre liked "You gonna try and kill me with juice" line.
That was great. Yeah, guys, if you have any favorite lines you want to talk about live, we have a couple minutes left,
Yeah.
but do that or
Send them in.
comment in the comment section if you're not watching it live. On that note, let's get into some quick predictions, and if we have some lines that come up, we'll read them during our predictions.
And now,
Oh, it's the green.
your AfterBuzz
The green
meanie.
Yeah.
predictions.
This is nice. This was planned. I'm sure of it. It has to have
It was
been.
definitely planned.
What do you think, Becca? What do you think one of your big predictions are?
This is so hard.
It really
That you're
is.
going to kill us all, Becca, because you're Hester.
Yes. I think I'm gonna
I
stick
feel
with.
like I'm Chanel #5 right now because they're blaming me.
We're gonna drive her to kill someone. Maybe we should be nicer to Becca.
I know. I'm sorry, Chanel #5. You're my favorite. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry.
I think I'm gonna stick with the prediction that Chanel #3 and Cassidy Cascade are definitely involved, just because we haven't seen much of them and they're kind of quiet and to themselves. I think they're definitely involved somehow. But then again, they were at the party, but then did they disappear for a while? I feel like they did.
They're probably doing some weird yoga poses. Like,
Probably. So I feel like they might be involved somehow. And then also Dean Munch is definitely not as innocent as she was last season. And she wasn't very innocent last season either, but she's even more not innocent, if that makes sense.
I'm gonna become Denise and say maybe Zayday.
Ugh.
I'm with you.
Really though?
Yep.
Ugh. I would hate that. Like, Zayday is just so innocent in my eyes. At least she was last season.
But is she innocent?
As Britney Spears says, I'm not that innocent.
Not that innocent.
We're gonna
You
start off
see
with
the
that song next
problem
week.
is this- Yeah, sorry.
Love that song.
What?
What?
Read it, Becca.
What?
You gotta read it. Dakota, read it.
Silvana Dill says Becca will be in Sam's seat next week. What does that even mean?
Because she's gonna kill me.
Oh, wait. Wait, that means it's gonna just be me and Becca sitting here, and Becca's gonna kill me next.
Yeah, so then Becca will be alone.
I'm loving the sound effects.
Like, it's so weird. My co-host just disappeared.
She's gonna be sitting in the middle of the table, looking at this camera in the middle.
Yeah,
and
and
being
then
like,
Leah Michelle will be like, finally me and you, Becca.
Becca, it's all right.
So I think that Becca's the killer, and
Yep.
I think also that Zayday for sure. There's something going on. I think there's three again. There's three killers, and I think one of them is schizophrenic and Dr. Hot, and might not know what he's doing.
Yeah.
I really love Dr. Hot though. He's really hot.
That's why he's such a good killer.
I think he definitely has been killing. Definitely. It's so hard though. Like this show's amazing, but this is one of those shows. Like I said, I really don't know what the heck's going on. So we're saying all these theories and stuff. It's probably going to be none of them and be a completely opposite thing that we never even thought of.
No, I think I'm gonna be right.
Well, I think that guy might be right, and me and Dakota might be gone by the end of this whole thing.
I think
And
she's
Renee.
right.
I mean, a good thing Renee's out of town because at least she's safe.
Is she out of town? Or is someone else is
My-
commenting for the chat under her
My-
name?
My theory is that Renee is the green meanie, guys.
Yeah, you're just like blaming someone because it's you.
Yeah.
That's what the killer does.
That's what the killer does.
For Renee. On that note,
Chanel
guys,
#5 here.
one more time, where can everyone find you on social media?
You can find me at Becca B Talks TV on Twitter and Instagram.
You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Mr. Dakota T. Jones. And tomorrow I'm dropping a video with Lindsay Shaw from Pretty Little Liars. We're doing Truth or Dare. We might take off some of our clothes and we might ask each other to do some weird stuff. But you gotta watch it. It was really fun to make. So check that out on my YouTube channel tomorrow.
Dakota, that sounds very erotic.
It was.
But what you didn't see is me going like this and pointing it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Well, the fans did. You guys can find me, Sam Davidson, SamDavidsonEntertainment.com. I'm wearing this beautiful, beautiful necklace, and I'll be wearing other jewelry, guys, by this company called True V. You can find them at TRUEV_. Cutest boho chic stuff. It's great prices. Instagram, follow them, look at their stuff. Really appreciate it. And of course, continue to talk with us for the rest of the week, and we will see you guys next week. 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, okay.
2 weeks.
I think next week's the World Series.
Oh, okay. So we have to wait till next week.
You know what? We'll
let you know.
We'll let you guys know. Goddamn sports. Anyways, thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you forever. Unless Becca kills us.
Yeah.
Bye.
Love you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Kill you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.